Hello everyone, welcome to our English learning video today. We have a special story for you to practice both listening and reading. It's a simple story about Sarah, a young woman who lives in a big city. The story describes her daily routine with small, engaging moments to make it more interesting. The vocabulary is basic and the sentences are short and easy to understand. It's perfect for anyone who wants to improve English step by step. Let's get started. Chapter 1. The Morning Alarm. It is 6 a.m. The room is dark. Outside the window, the city is quiet. Inside the room, a sound begins. Beep, beep, beep. It is the alarm clock. Sarah opens her eyes. She feels sleepy. The bed is very warm. The blanket is soft. She does not want to get up. She wants to sleep for 5 more minutes. She closes her eyes again. But the alarm rings again. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, Sarah says softly. She reaches out her hand. She presses the button on the clock. The noise stops. The room is quiet again. Sarah sits up in her bed. She stretches her arms. She stretches her back. She looks at the window. The sky is dark blue. The sun is not up yet. Sarah puts her feet on the floor. The floor is cold. She finds her slippers. They are pink and fluffy. She puts them on. Now her feet are warm. She stands up and walks to the bathroom. She turns on the light. The light is bright. Sarah blinks her eyes. She looks in the mirror. Her hair is messy. She looks tired. She takes her toothbrush. She puts toothpaste on it. The toothpaste tastes like mint. She brushes her teeth for 2 minutes. Up and down, left and right. Then she washes her face with cool water. She feels more awake now. Sarah goes back to her bedroom. She opens her closet. There are many clothes inside. What should I wear today? She thinks. She looks at a white shirt. No, not today, she says. She looks at a blue dress. No, it is too cold. She chooses a black pair of trousers and a yellow sweater. Yellow is a happy color. She puts on her clothes. She brushes her hair. Suddenly, her phone slips from her hand. It falls right into one of her big, fluffy slippers. Oh no, Sarah whispers. She pulls the phone out. It is safe. That was close, she laughs to herself. Now she is truly ready for the day. Chapter 2. A Simple Breakfast. Sarah goes to the kitchen. Her apartment is small, but it is nice. The kitchen is clean. She likes her kitchen. She walks to the window and opens the curtains. The sun is rising now. The sky changes from blue to orange. It is beautiful. Sarah loves this time of the day. She needs coffee. She cannot start her day without coffee. She takes a mug from the cupboard. It is her favorite mug. It has a picture of a cat on it. She puts water in the kettle. She waits for the water to boil. The water bubbles. It is hot. She makes a cup of instant coffee. She adds a little milk and a little sugar. She stirs the coffee with a spoon. Clink, clink, clink. The smell of coffee fills the kitchen. It smells wonderful. Sarah holds the warm mug in her hands. She takes a small sip. It is hot and sweet. Now she is hungry. She opens the refrigerator. She sees eggs, milk, and butter. She also sees some bread on the counter. She decides to have toast and eggs. She puts 2 slices of bread in the toaster. She pushes the lever down. While the bread toasts, she takes a pan. She puts the pan on the stove. She cracks 2 eggs into the pan. The eggs sizzle. Shh. Soon the toast pops up. Pop. 1 slice is perfectly golden brown, but the other slice is a little burnt. It is almost black on top. "Oh, toaster!" Sarah sighs. She takes a butter knife and carefully scrapes the burnt part off the toast. Now it looks okay. She puts butter on the toast. The butter melts. She puts the eggs on a plate. She sits at her small round table. She eats her breakfast slowly. She looks at her phone. She checks the news. She checks the weather. "It will be sunny today," she reads. "That is good." She finishes her breakfast. She puts the plate and mug in the sink. She washes them quickly. She dries her hands on a towel. She looks at the clock on the wall. It is 7:15 a.m. It is time to leave. Chapter 3. The Journey to Work. Sarah puts on her coat. It is a long beige coat. She takes her bag. She checks her bag. "Do I have my keys?" "Yes." "Do I have my phone?" "Yes." "Do I have my wallet?" "Yes." She is ready. She opens the door of her apartment. She steps out and locks the door. She lives on the 4th floor. There is no elevator. She walks down the stairs. Step, step, step. She counts the stairs. There are 40 stairs. She opens the main door of the building. The air outside is fresh. It is a little cool, but the sun is shining. The city is waking up. There are cars on the street now. Sarah sees a yellow taxi. She sees a big blue bus. She hears the sound of traffic. Honk, honk. This is the sound of the city. Sarah walks to the subway station. It is a 10-minute walk. She walks fast. She sees other people. They are walking fast too. Everyone is in a hurry. Some people wear suits. Some people wear uniforms. Some people drink coffee from paper cups. Sarah smiles at an old lady walking a dog. The dog is small and white. The lady smiles back. Sarah arrives at the subway station. She goes down the escalator. The station is underground. It is bright and noisy. She takes her travel card from her bag. She touches the card to the gate. Beep. The gate opens. She walks through. She stands on the platform. There are many people here. They are waiting for the train. Sarah stands near a yellow line. She does not cross the line. It is dangerous. "Attention, please," a voice says on the speaker. "The next train is arriving in 2 minutes." Suddenly, a man next to her drops his umbrella and a folder full of papers. The papers fly everywhere. "Oh dear, I'm so sorry," the man says, looking stressed. "It's okay. I can help," Sarah says quickly. She kneels down and helps him collect the white sheets. She collects the last paper and hands it to the man. "Here you go." "Thank you. You saved me," the man says, relieved. Sarah stands up. She hears the train coming. She looks up. The train arrives and the doors open. Sarah is too far down the platform now because of the paper chase. She sees the people rush in. The doors close. She missed the train. Well, time for the next one, Sarah thinks. She sighs, but she is happy she helped the man. Chapter 4. Morning at the office. 20 minutes later, the train stops at Sarah's station. She walks out of the train. She goes up the stairs to the street. Her office building is near the station. It is a very tall building. It is made of glass and steel. It shines in the sunlight. Sarah walks through the revolving door. The lobby is big and fancy. The floor is made of marble. There is a security guard at the desk. His name is Mr. Jones. "Good morning, Sarah," Mr. Jones says. "Good morning, Mr. Jones," Sarah says. "How are you today?" "I am fine, thank you. Have a nice day," he says. Sarah walks to the elevators. She presses the up button. She waits. The elevator arrives. She goes inside. She presses the number 15. Her office is on the 15th floor. The elevator goes up fast. Her ears pop a little. Ding. The doors open. She walks into her office. It is a large room with many desks. It is an open office. There are computers on every desk. Some of her colleagues are already there. "Hi, Sarah," says Emily. Emily sits next to Sarah. Emily is Sarah's friend. "Hi, Emily. You are early today," Sarah says. "Yes, I have a lot of work," Emily says. Sarah sits at her desk. She takes off her coat. She puts her bag in a drawer. She turns on her computer. The screen lights up. She types her password. Error. She types it again. Error. She types it a third time, very slowly. Error. "Oh, not again," she murmurs. She calls the IT help desk. "My password is not working," she explains. The IT person checks the system. "Try it one more time, Sarah. We reset your account." She types the password again. Success. "Thank you," she says. The small delay made her start 5 minutes late, but now she is ready to work. A few minutes later, Emily walks past Sarah's desk, carrying a tall stack of files. The files are thick and heavy. Sarah is working when she hears a small noise. She looks down and sees Emily's red pen rolling under her desk. "Wait, Emily, your pen," Sarah says. They both bend down quickly at the same time to grab the pen. Thump. Their heads bump softly. "Ow!" Emily says, but she is laughing. "I'm so sorry, Emily." Sarah laughs too. "Are you okay?" "Yes, I am fine. Thanks for trying to catch it," Emily says. She takes the pen and smiles. Good teamwork. She opens her email. She has 20 new emails. "Oh, that is a lot," she thinks. She starts to read. The first email is from her boss. His name is Mr. Brown. He wants a report by Friday. The second email is from a client. They want a meeting tomorrow. Sarah writes the meeting in her calendar. She works hard. She types on the keyboard. Click, clack, click, clack. She answers the phone. "Hello, this is Sarah speaking. How can I help you?" She writes notes in her notebook. She is very busy. The morning goes by very fast. Chapter 5. Lunch break in the park. At 12:30 p.m., Sarah feels hungry. Her stomach growls. It is time for lunch. "Emily, do you want to eat lunch?" Sarah asks. "Yes, I am starving," Emily says. They leave the office. They go to a small sandwich shop across the street. The shop smells like fresh bread. There are many sandwiches. "What do you want?" Emily asks. I think I want a chicken sandwich, Sarah says, with lettuce and tomato. I will have a cheese sandwich, Emily says. They buy their sandwiches and 2 bottles of water. It is sunny today. Let's go to the park, Sarah suggests. Great idea, Emily says. The park is only 5 minutes away. It is a green island in the middle of the gray city. There are big trees and green grass. There is a small pond with ducks. They find a wooden bench under a tree. They sit down. They unwrap their sandwiches. This is delicious, Sarah says. She takes a bite. The bread is soft and the chicken is tasty. They eat and talk. They talk about work. They talk about movies. They talk about their weekend plans. I want to go to the cinema on Saturday, Emily says. Do you want to come? Yes, I love movies, Sarah says. What movie? There is a new comedy. It looks funny, Emily says. Okay, let's go, Sarah agrees. Sarah looks around the park. She sees children playing. They are running and laughing. She sees a man reading a book on the grass. She sees birds flying in the sky. It is very peaceful. For 1 hour, she forgets about the noisy city. She forgets about her emails. She feels happy. Look out! Emily suddenly shouts. A big, fluffy dog is chasing a ball. The dog runs very close, and a squirrel jumps onto their bench. The squirrel quickly grabs a fallen piece of cheese from Emily's sandwich and runs up the tree. Sarah and Emily laugh very hard. He was fast, Sarah says, wiping a tear from her eye. He needed that cheese more than you did. They finish their lunch. They throw their trash in the bin. We have to go back, Emily says. She looks at her watch. It is 1:25 p.m. I know, Sarah sighs. Back to work. They walk back to the tall glass building. Chapter 6, The Long Afternoon. The afternoon is harder than the morning. Sarah feels a little tired. The sun moves across the sky. The light in the office changes. Sarah has a meeting at 2 p.m. She goes to the conference room. It is a room with a long table and many chairs. Mr. Brown is there. 5 other colleagues are there. Mr. Brown talks about sales. He shows charts and graphs on a screen. Sarah listens carefully. She takes notes. We need to work harder this month, Mr. Brown says. We have a big goal. The meeting is long. It finishes at 3:30 p.m. Sarah's head hurts a little. She goes back to her desk. She needs energy. She goes to the office kitchen. She makes a cup of green tea. The warm tea helps her. She drinks it slowly. She sits at her computer again. She has to write the report for Mr. Brown. She opens a document. She looks at her notes. She starts to type. Writing reports is boring, but it is part of her job. She focuses. She looks at numbers. She checks facts. She wants the report to be perfect. At 4:30 p.m., the phone rings. It is an angry client. My order is late, the man shouts. I am very sorry, sir, Sarah says calmly. Let me check for you. She checks the computer. Sir, the delivery truck is on the way. It will be there in 10 minutes. The man is still not happy, but he says, okay, thank you. Sarah breathes out. Dealing with angry people is stressful, but Sarah is good at her job. She is patient and polite. A minute later, Mr. Brown walks past her desk. He stops and smiles at Sarah. Sarah, I heard that phone call. You handled that very well, he says quietly. Great work keeping calm. Sarah feels a rush of pride. Thank you, Mr. Brown, she says. The compliment makes the rest of the afternoon feel much better. Emily stands up. She stretches. Is it 5 p.m. yet? She asks. Sarah looks at the clock. It is 4:55 p.m., almost time. They finish their last tasks. They clean their desks. At 5 p.m. exactly, Sarah turns off her computer. Goodbye, Emily. See you tomorrow, Sarah says. Bye, Sarah. Have a good evening, Emily replies. Chapter 7. Grocery Shopping. Sarah leaves the office building. The sun is setting now. The sky is purple and pink. The city lights turn on. The street lights are yellow. The shop windows are bright. Sarah does not go straight home. She needs food. She walks to the supermarket. The supermarket is big. It has bright lights and cool air. Sarah takes a basket. She walks down the aisles. First, she goes to the fruit and vegetable section. The apples are red and shiny. The bananas are yellow. Sarah buys 2 apples and a bunch of bananas. She buys some carrots and broccoli. She tries to eat healthy food. Next, she goes to the dairy section. She needs milk. She buys a carton of milk. She also buys some yogurt. She walks to the yogurt shelf. She loves the strawberry flavor. She sees only 1 container left. Sarah hurries her steps, but at the same moment, a woman on the other side reaches out and takes the last strawberry yogurt. Oh, bad luck, Sarah thinks. She sighs and takes the plain vanilla flavor instead. Then she goes to the pasta aisle. She loves pasta. It is easy to cook. She picks a bag of spaghetti. She also buys a jar of tomato sauce. She walks to the checkout counter. There is a line. Sarah waits. She looks at the magazines near the counter. She reads the headlines. Next, please, the cashier says. Sarah puts her basket on the counter. The cashier scans the items. Beep, beep, beep. That will be $25, the cashier says. Sarah opens her wallet. She gives the cashier the money. Here is your receipt, the cashier says. Thank you, Sarah says. She puts her groceries in a reusable bag. It is a cloth bag. It is better for the environment. She walks out of the supermarket. Her bag is a little heavy. She walks to the subway station. It is rush hour. The station is very crowded. Everyone is going home. The train is full. Sarah cannot find a seat. She stands all the way home. She is tired, but she is happy to go home. Chapter 8. Evening at Home. Sarah arrives at her apartment building. She climbs the stairs to the 4th floor. She is out of breath. She unlocks her door. Home sweet home, she says. She locks the door behind her. She takes off her coat and shoes. She puts on her slippers. She puts the grocery bag on the kitchen table. First, she changes her clothes. She takes off her office clothes. She puts on comfortable pajamas. They are soft and loose. She loves her pajamas. She washes her hands. Then she turns on some music. She likes jazz music. It is slow and relaxing. The music fills the small apartment. She starts to cook dinner. She boils water in a pot. She puts the spaghetti in the water. While the pasta cooks, she chops the broccoli. She steams the broccoli. She heats the tomato sauce in a pan. 15 minutes later, dinner is ready. She puts the spaghetti on a plate. She pours the red sauce over it. She adds the green broccoli on the side. It looks colorful. It smells delicious. She does not eat at the table tonight. She sits on the sofa. She turns on the TV. She watches a sitcom. It is a funny show about friends living in a city. Sarah laughs. She eats her pasta and watches TV. It is her time to relax. Before she starts eating, she lights a small vanilla-scented candle. The warm light and sweet smell make the living room feel very cozy. After dinner, she wants something sweet. She eats an apple. It is crisp and sweet. Then her phone rings. It is her mother. Her mother lives in a small town far away from the city. "Hello, Mom," Sarah says happily. "Hi, darling, how was your day?" her mother asks. "It was busy but good," Sarah says. "How are you? How is Dad?" "We are fine," her mother says. "Dad is working in the garden. The weather is nice here." They talk for 30 minutes. Sarah tells her mother about work. She tells her about the angry client and Mr. Brown's compliment. She tells her about lunch with Emily and the fast squirrel. Her mother listens and asks questions. Sarah misses her family, but she likes her life in the city. Talking to her mother makes her feel warm. "Good night, Mom. I love you," Sarah says. "Good night, Sarah. Love you too," her mother says. Chapter 9. Preparing for Tomorrow. It is 9 p.m. Sarah is sleepy. She yawns. She goes to the kitchen. She washes her dinner plate and the pots. She wipes the table. She wants the kitchen to be clean for tomorrow morning. She prepares her bag for work. She puts her notebook inside. She checks her wallet. She chooses her clothes for tomorrow. She lays them on a chair. She chooses a blue skirt and a white blouse. Being prepared saves time in the morning. She goes to the bathroom. She takes a hot shower. The water feels good on her tired muscles. She washes her hair with shampoo. The shampoo smells like lavender. Lavender is a relaxing smell. She dries herself with a towel. She brushes her teeth again. She washes her face. She puts on some face cream. Chapter 10. Goodnight City. It is 10 p.m. Sarah gets into bed. The sheets are cool and clean. She turns on the small lamp beside her bed. The light is soft and yellow. She takes a book from her nightstand. It is a novel. She reads a few pages. Her eyes get heavy. The words start to swim on the page. She closes the book. She puts it back on the table. She picks up her phone one last time. She sets the alarm for 6 p.m. 6 o'clock again, she thinks. But she is not sad. She has a job. She has friends. She has a nice home. She is lucky. She turns off the lamp. The room becomes dark. Outside, the city is never completely dark. The streetlights shine through the window. She hears a car drive by. Whoosh! She hears a siren far away. Wee woo, wee woo. But these sounds do not bother her. They are the lullaby of the city. Sarah closes her eyes. She takes a deep breath. She thinks about the park. She thinks about the sunshine. She relaxes her feet. She relaxes her hands. She relaxes her shoulders. Slowly, Sarah falls asleep. She dreams of flying over the city. She dreams of blue skies and green parks. The city keeps moving, but Sarah sleeps peacefully. She is ready for a new day tomorrow. Thank you for watching.